All right, so all we're doing in chapter 4, or in section 4, is journalizing the money that's going to come out of cash and go into petty cash. And then you can see the next example is for the end of the month, where we replenish our petty cash account and using the receipts to log in our transactions. So in the book, there's a journalize the transactions during July, page 13 of a journal. We're going to use check for our source. So July 3rd, paid cash to establish petty cash fund. So here we're going to put in our date. It's July 3rd. July 3rd. Just like in the book, it says petty cash.
It's okay at 99, right?
Yeah. 99 in the workbook and 134 in the textbook. So our document was a check. I don't remember it having a check number. Oh, check 57. So that's our document number, C57. And then this is going to be on page 13 of our journal. So that goes here in the top right corner, page 13. Then it's $250. So remember, in our general accounts, our increases are on the left. So our petty cash is going to go up. So in the instructions, it says the petty cash is $250. So we've got $250 there. And this is for our cash account. Remember, on our T-charts for our cash account, our increases are on the left, our decreases are on the right. So we're taking money out of cash, so that's going to be a decrease. So $250 there. So money went into petty cash, out of cash.
What's the dot?
Pardon me?
What? What's the thing right after the C? Is that a 57?
Yeah, it's 57.
So would the post at 13?
Pardon me?
Would the post at 13? And it's July 3rd?
It's going to be whatever the account number is for petty cash.
Not the page.
No, not the page. That goes up here.
Right.
Page 13 up here. Now on the ledgers, you would put page 13 in the ledgers. Then whatever the account number is for petty cash goes right here. When you put this in the ledger.
So it wasn't given to us yet?
No. All right, so the next thing we're going to do. I hear a lot of talking out there, guys. So now it skips down to the 31st, where we're going to replenish our petty cash of a total of $78. So we had some money spent on supplies. We had some kind of miscellaneous expense. It could have been for coffee, could have been for paper clips, who knows. Then we had some repairs on something for $45. And the check we're going to use for this one is going to be C97. So all we're going to do, so it's July 31st. So we'll put a 31 here. So we're going to list supplies, $25. So that goes here. Our supplies went up. So 25. Put that in the wrong spot. That's a 0 right there. I started to write the 2 there, so I changed it to a 0. So our supplies went up by $25. I'm not gonna write anything down here yet. Didn't write anything down here yet. So then our next thing for petty cash was a miscellaneous expense for $8. $8. Then the last thing for our expenses, we had $45 for repairs. So that's in a repair expense. Okay, so now we've got these three things. So we're just going to use one check for petty cash. We're not going to write a check for each one of these things. We're just going to write one check for the total. And you can see the book here, check 97. So we'll just write that up here. Only need to write it in the one spot. And then all three of these things added up comes to $78. So it tells you in the book, or when you have to do one of these on your own on the test, you'll have to actually add up your expenses. So $78, so we wrote one check, so we have our check number here, and we're just going to put 78 here in cash. So this one check covers all three of these items. So you don't have to list each one separately because it's going into the same account. So that's what you would do to list the expenses that were paid for out of petty cash. Let's see. Let's look at the on your own, see if there's any curveballs down here. Paid cash. So the on your own is exactly the same. It just has some different money amounts. Advertising. If you need to look at the example only has two expenses listed for the petty cash and example, but it shows the same thing. Just list out your receipts or your charges out of petty cash, list those separate, and then just one total for your cash account. That is it. It's very easy. Sometimes things are too easy, and it's like, that can't be that easy. What am I missing? Like a couple other things in this chapter, so that's why it's I'll just go ahead and do this on the screen for you. That way you can say, yeah, it really is that easy. So yeah, you got this one, so do the on your own.